Hello and welcome. If you're watching this in June, happy happy Pride. Woo! I am releasing this on the 1st of June. And so I thought in celebration of Pride Month, I picked all of the gayest movies I could possibly find, and I'm very excited to review them for you this month. Today we're going to be starting with Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and to kick off this month, I have a Trixie Mattel box of cosmetics that has been under my makeup stand for about 3 months now because I kind of forgot it was there, and I have no idea what's inside. So we're gonna find out what I ordered like 4 months ago. I know if you're watching this in 2021, I'm in Chicago. We're doing our Pride Parade in October, but it's still Pride Month and people are still gay, so let's do this. Alright friends, I'm gonna go put on my hair, block my eyebrows, because that's definitely gonna happen for today, and let's get into talking about this movie. I'm very excited. See you in a minute. Alright, and welcome back. Today we're gonna be talking about The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, the movie from 1994. I was gonna look up the director and actors for you and had it loaded, but my internet is not working right now, friends. So, till that loads, it's gonna be a mystery. Okay, so I do want to give a quick trigger warning. There's an instance of, CSA, and, we'll call ASA, adult, sort of non-consensual, but like nothing actually happens. Like it turns out not going that way at the end, so but yeah, just as a warning to anyone who's sensitive to that sort of thing. So first thing, let's go in with primer. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. It is kind of expensive, but it does last a long time, and it's really fantastic. And I bought it at a time when I thought I had money, so, and I bought it a while ago, and I use this a lot. I don't know how much you can see. I barely, made a dent in it. Alright, oh yeah, this is, so I lost the cap to my Krylon, stick paint, and so yeah, I've just been using this real classy piece of plastic wrap to, keep it from going weird. It's enough about my problems. We're talking about a movie. Okay, so we open on, who is essentially the main character, Bernadette, doing like a lip sync with their friends on stage. It looks like it's going really well, but then somebody throws a beer can at them. It looks like they're at a straight bar. This is Australia, I guess, in the 90s. Not a drag culture I'm super familiar with. So, but yeah, they get a beer can. It's like really demoralizing. And then we find out that on top of this, Bernadette's partner, Trumpet, who's just like this 25-year-old kid, I guess, died. But well, they died. So I guess he was peroxiding his own hair at home and didn't open a window and asphyxiated on the fumes. It was wet. And right after, and they go to a funeral, and it's the most fabulous funeral ever. I want everyone to dress like that at my funeral. Just, everyone. It's so good. Oh yeah, so his friend Tick asks him if he'll go do a show with him out somewhere. He's like, it's like good money or whatever. And it's in a town called Alice Springs, which I guess is like in the middle of like the outback, essentially. So yeah, and then there's there comes up the issue of well, how are we gonna, oh, I can't do this to my neck lumps. Oh, I am right. Oh, this sounds really funny. Anyway, there's this like 25-year-old guy that they perform with, that Bernadette thinks is kind of annoying, but I guess he's like a rich kid. And apparently he bought a bus because he told his parents that he really needed a vacation, like a vacation in the outback, and basically told them that, hey, maybe it'll make me less gay, which is really funny. So apparently they gave him $10,000 to buy this like beat up, out of commission school bus, which he then christens Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and our story begins. And then while they're on the trip, we learn that the reason that they're going to the show in such an out-of-the-way place is to help out somebody that Tick knows. And it turns out that person is his wife, which at that point nobody knew that he ever had. And he explains the situation, they broke up or whatever. They ask him about kids, but then he's vague about it. We'll come back to that later. Okay, so they stop at a town or something on the way, and get all dressed up in drag and go shopping in the daytime, and get all sorts of looks from these small towny folk. And then they decide to go for a drink dressed in drag to the hotel cocktail bar, and then this weird creepy old lady comes in. I guess, I don't know if she owns the place or runs it or whatever, but is basically like, we don't serve your kind here. Basically incredibly like homophobic and all that fun stuff, right? And then Bernadette cuts her down with an insult. Something about lighting her tampon to blow her box because it's the only bang she's gonna get. It's really funny. She delivered it way better than I did. The whole bar laughs, and then I guess after that they're like invited to stay and it's chill. And then Bernadette drinks the crazy old lady under the table, and it's pretty funny. And so it's a moment where we're like, okay, we think that they've won them over, right, with the power of friendship and drag. I forget if it was like the next morning or when they go outside, but their bus has been vandalized with a very graphic, horrible homophobic slur that involves AIDS, and I'm not even gonna repeat it because I don't think you can look it up if you want to know what it is. But it's like on the bus for the next sort of leg of their journey, just like everywhere they go. Oh yeah, and so by the way, this is the CSA warning for anybody who's sensitive to that. You want to skip through this and you're still watching, fast forward just like 2 minutes. This will be real quick. But yeah, essentially the younger kid, the rich kid, Tick asks him why he's like this, and he gets a recollection back to, I guess, his uncle tried to get him to essentially tried to molest him, but then he stuck his doohickey, if you will, I don't want to get banned on YouTube, into the plug as he pulled the plug out from the tub or into the drain, and it got stuck, and then I guess he was there for like 7 hours and he had to go to the hospital. So yeah, I was very, normally those scenes horrify me, but that that was pretty satisfying. Oh, when they asked why you're like this, I didn't mean to imply he was why he's gay, but he's kind of crazy and weird and just doesn't have good boundaries, and so I think that's what he was asking about, just as a clarification. Oh yeah, and then now all of a sudden the bus breaks down and they're stuck in the middle of the outback. It's highlight and contour. You know what? Normally I go with a light, sort of a light, but I want to go white because I want to go heavy contrast because I want to do, in honor of the queens of this movie, I want to do some severe makeup. It looks like I'm out of my good white, so I'm just gonna use some from this paint palette thing. Well, fortunately, at least while they're stranded in the middle of the outback, the younger rich kid, because we did get a scene of him stopping at the hardware store and we see him picking up a brush, but he does pick up some paint. He says it's lavender, it's bright pink, magenta, I mean it's great, and paintbrush, and he paints over, basically paints the whole bus pink, and it's pretty awesome. To cover up the slur, but also I think it really freshened up the place. Oh yeah, and then Bernadette is like, oh, well, I'm gonna go find help, I'll be back soon, and it just... I'm like, I'm really glad this is a movie, because I feel like in real life this is not the move. I don't know, I'm not from Australia. If you are and you have any experience at the Outback... Actually, I have a friend. Ellis, if you're watching this, first of all, bless you. Second of all, what... Is that realistic? Have you seen... You must have seen Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Is that realistic for somebody to just go wander out and, like, randomly run into someone like that? Or is that just, like, a pipe dream? It doesn't feel safe. But, you know, because this is a movie, Bernadette does find an old couple going around in, like, this weird ATV or something. And they pick her up, and they seem kind of odd. It turns out that feeling is right, but Bernadette hops in the little vehicle with them, and they start to head back to where the friends are. Meanwhile, back at where the friends are, Tick has gotten feeling his oath and put on a big dress and is dancing around. Then the old couple pulls up, sees all of this, sees these, like, super gay people, and then just, like, immediately drives off and leaves them there stranded in the middle of the desert, because they're horrible fucking people. I'm sorry. Because they're horrible people. Okay, so this is just going to be the Ben Nye Hazelnut Cream Foundation for the contour. So anyway, that's terrible. And then they're like, well, what else are we going to do? So they start rehearsing for the show, which is optimistic at least, I guess. And then some, like, random dude, I put in my notes, random dude, is, like, apparently spying on them from like, around the bus. And so this guy finds them and is like, here, come, join me, we'll help you. And, so it's like, there's a bunch of people, like, dancing and stuff around, like, a campfire. So somebody says it's like a corroboree, which apparently is a generic word for a meeting of Australian Aboriginal people. I don't know if this was, like, is that, like, culturally insensitive for someone to say that? I am so unfamiliar with this, so if anybody wants to help me out in the comments, like, I would very much appreciate it. I tried to look it up online, but again, like, my internet is not working because, you know, Comcast is the devil. But, like, they are super chill with them, and they even, like, put on a little drag show, and it goes over super well. And then the dude who is spying on them, this is the best part, they dress him up in this, like, fabulous outfit, and he performs them, and it's super, super cute. Oh, and they have these, like, amazing headdresses. Like, all the costumes the queens have in this movie are just really amazing. Oh, and then while they're, you know, because they're just, like, hanging out in the bus, because what else are they gonna do? I guess while they're, like, waiting for help? I don't know exactly. But, the young rich kid pulls out something, and apparently he went to an ABBA concert and snuck into the bathroom after one of them used it, and there was, like, a turd left, and they have this little, like, bottle with just, like, an ABBA, Bernadette called it an ABBA turd, and he's like, it's my most prized possession. So that's interesting. But then, yeah, oh yeah, and then they try to make a kite, I guess, to try to signal people out of, like, a blow-up doll and some fabric. But finally they get, like, somebody shows up in a tow truck. The tow guy's name is Bob. He seems nice, but is a little weird. He has a wife, so, like, he invites them over for, like, dinner or whatever. He seems, like, pretty chill with them. And so the wife is, I'm gonna say, like, problematic, certainly in this day and age. She's essentially some sort of, like, brought up to be some sort of, like, former, like, Asian, sex worker. And it's very, like, stereotypical, not cute, and I don't really want to repeat a lot of the things that were said, or that she says, or the script has her say. She's also portrayed as, like, kind of, like, crazy, which I'm also not a fan of. Yeah, so, and it's, like, yeah, and, like, she wants to, like, apparently she wants to sing and perform, like, really, really badly, and he's, like, really discouraging of it, and we sort of find out why later. We'll get into it. Apparently there's this, like, a famous drag troupe in Australia called Les Girls, and apparently he was a huge fan of them, and they told, or at least the young rich kid told Bob that Bernadette was one of them, and so he's just, you know, super smitten and is like, you need to put on a show. And so he convinces them to put on a show at this for everyone at this bar. And they're a little nervous about it, but he's very like, no, you don't understand. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Meanwhile, we keep flashing back to the wife, who I guess is like, first of all, the bar's right across the street from their house, but okay. But he says she has a problem with alcohol, and that's why she's not allowed in the bar. Actually, I guess she has a problem with ping pong balls, because she goes in, we're expecting, like, she's trying to break into this cabinet that's on a high shelf. She breaks in, we're expecting it to be filled with liquor. It's filled with ping pong balls. And, yeah, it goes exactly where you think it's gonna go. Also, so the queens perform. Only Bob loves it. The silence from everyone else. Just painful. And then the wife barges in halfway through their number, and everyone starts cheering for her. And they're performing at a bar, by the way. They get off the bar, she gets up, and, starts doing what, people talk about with ping pong balls and, sex shows. I really don't feel like do I need to elaborate any more than that? I don't really think I do. I mean, if you don't know what I'm talking about, honestly, it's for the best. It's for the best. Some things are just not... There's some things you can't unknow or learn about, Some things you can't unlearn. Anywho, yeah, let's set this. I'm going to be using, as usual, the Kimchi Cheek Puff Puff Pass. Yes, it's covered in stuff because I use it all the time. I'm a puff at, from a front to back, what you putting there? Oh yeah, the other concerning thing about this relationship with his wife is that, like, he gets really mad when she's doing this, which... Also, I don't know. It's a whole thing, but whatever. And he, like, really, like, violently removes her from the bar. It's just like, I feel like that's not okay, man. I mean, we find out later that, apparently he woke up one night. He was in, like, I don't know, Thailand, the Philippines, some country. And he woke up next to her, and he was like, what's going on? And she's like, we're married now, and showed him a certificate. And that's how he got a wife, and he took her home. Because when he was like, I gotta leave, she's like, well, I'm your wife, you're taking me with, and he was just like, okay. So, that's fun. Oh yeah, and then after this, though, so yeah, there's an evolving love story between, Bernadette and Bob, and like, okay, I'm skipping a big point here. So after all this, the next morning, Cynthia, the wife of Bob, the sex worker or whatever, she gets really mad that he stifled her creativity and basically dumps him, takes his car, fills it with stuff, and leaves. So, he's like, well, can I come with you guys? And, like, gets on the bus with all the drag queens, and then he and Bernadette have, like, a bonding moment, and it's, like, an evolving love story, and it's very exciting. Oh, God, I gotta sneeze. Ah! Fight it. Oh yeah, so I forgot, yeah, all this bonding stuff. The rest of them, they all go, like, swimming in a lake. It's really cute and fun and sweet, which is great, because then the next scene is really awful. So this is the warning about, like, I'm gonna say, like, non-consensual things in SA, about to, well, thankfully doesn't actually happen, but gets way too terrifyingly close. So, what is it? They leave Adam... So they get a motel for the night, and they're in this little towny place. I guess, like, Bob took them there because he's like, well, I'm gonna meet some of my friends, but y'all should stay here because it's kind of like a rough town. And so they leave Adam in the motel, and they're like, take care of yourself, which was obviously a mistake. Tick and Bernadette go out for, like, dinner at, like, a little diner just to, like, chat and talk about personal things. Meanwhile, Adam finds some drugs somewhere. I don't know if they were his or whose they were, but, he finds them. Seems like he takes them all, and then next thing we see him, he's in, like, full drag, and he's just, like... So first he gets dressed up and he goes to, like, an adult bookstore, and he seems to like hit on the guy at the counter, and I don't know if they did anything. Maybe they did. It's not clear because nothing is shown. Next we see him in full drab walking up to a big group of guys who are just all around and drinking beer, and it's a little terrifying. And you know, at first they seem to think that he's a woman, and he seems to be having a blast. He thinks this is hilarious, right? And then all of a sudden, you know, they get a beer, and like one of the guys starts hitting on, you know, him slash her, and then sees the arms, or I guess because he flexes, I guess she at that point, and the douchebag just flips out, gets super violent, and then all of a sudden the whole gang decides that they're gonna take it, or try to take him and her slash, and then, sorry, Adam is the name of the character. And anyway, Adam runs off, kind of gets away from them, but then gets trapped. By the way, meanwhile, right before this, we find out that, guess what? These are the friends that Bob was going to hang out with. Woof. So yeah, then they're standing there, or like, Adam gets cornered, and then it looks like they're about to like, horribly gang rape him. And it's real awful, and then, fortunately Bob steps in, tries to stop it. It doesn't seem to be going super well, and they seem to be really mad at Bob for trying to stop it. Jesus Christ. And then Bernadette steps up. What is he? Oh, and then essentially, kicks, well, the guy starts being really lewd to her. I'm not even gonna describe it. It's super gross. And then Bernadette essentially, like, repeatedly knees him in the balls, and it's pretty great. So thank God they get away from that situation, but, you know, Adam is obviously traumatized and also can't talk for like a day or two, because he got punched in the jaw so hard. You know, I wanted to start with a fun movie, and it is a fun movie, but like I'm queer, and like being gay isn't just all fun and rainbows, and sometimes it's really horrible and violent, and terrifying, and almost sadly fitting that I guess that is part of this first movie of this month. So I'm gonna let this bake for a sec, and then we're gonna brush this off, and then, ooh yeah, and then let's change pace and cheer things up and unbox this Trixie Mattel stuff. Yeah, before I start putting a face on. Okay, see you in just a minute. Woo! All right, so after this we have another cute little bonding moment. Bernadette and Bob. And, like, Tick sees it happening and is like, let's leave them alone. And they fall asleep outside. It's super cute. Well, Bernadette falls asleep on a cake. But they fall asleep sort of, like, next to each other by the fire. And it's, like, really adorable. Alright, I accidentally got some powder in my eyes, but it's chill. Okay, so, we're about to meet Tick's wife. The big reveal moment. They finally got to the final town. But before that happens, let's open up this box. Yeah! I'm so excited. Okay, where is... So actually, I thought I was going to be opening up the Trixie Mattel, new, was it the Back to the Fuchsia blush? But I had a wonderful person who got it for me for my birthday. Thank you much. So yeah, so we're going to use it, but yeah, it's not an unboxing. Clearly, I've already used it a bunch. But yeah, we're gonna use this a little bit later too. I do appreciate the good sealing because my mail carrier does not often, how do I put this, give a poop about my, packages. Alright. I do love the Trixie packaging. I remember her talking about sometime that, like, she uses, like, it's like a toy designer who designed all this. What did I order? Oh, this is so cute. Okay. Oh, this is her new, Trixie Cosmetics sort of flyer. That's cute. Oh my god, when did I even order? When is this from? Oh, it might be... I think I got a bunch of random stuff that's on sale. Oh, so I think I got part of the... Ooh. Okay, first of all, what are these? Oh yeah, I got some of the temporary tattoos from the Red Scare collection. That's... I love that. I love the hands, yeah. Hammer and sickle, of course. I'm so excited. I have a plan for like a whole Halloween movie special during October, so I think I'm gonna bust these out during that. Cute. Oh my god, look at me. I can't believe I didn't open this. So first of all, I got the Red Scare Trixie Mattel beanie, which, I want to put it on now, but I have stuff on, it's gonna mess it up. So gonna wear this later when I'm out. So cute. Ooh, it's like thick. It's actually feel like good quality though. Oh, that's surprising. Alright, yeah, Trixie, go. Go with your quality. Oh, cute. Okay, so I got like 3 lip things and then some sprinkles / glitter. Lip gloss. So I got Cream Puff Trixie Cosmetics lip gloss. Cute packaging. Even the inside, like this little cute like heart print. Sorry, I'm such a sucker for packaging. And I always love that like all of her like lip stuff comes in this like cute little heart shape. Ooh, oh cute. Oh, it's like sort of like a cute matte pink, light pink. I'm into it. It's almost such a shame to like put this in the recycling. This is so cute. All right, what else do we got? Melodrama, another lip gloss situation. I can't open anything. This is why I can't have nice things. Yeah, another cute. Oh, bitch! Oh, can you see this color? It's like shimmery pink. Oh, I'm so upset I haven't opened this earlier. Yeah, we're gonna use that today. That's happening. Oh, and the snow cone. Let's see what this is. I think I know what this is. Cute little heart packaging. Oh, yes! Okay, this is like a cute little like coral situation. So when we get to lips, we're definitely gonna use some of these. Oh, and then the glitter. Oh yeah, I got the Russian doll glitter. Katya is one of my favorite, probably my favorite Rue girl. She's a total weirdo, and that is my favorite kind of person. So, oh look! Okay, we're gonna sample some of these out real fast before we, is this good? I like that a lot. Ooh, it's got like a good shim too. Sorry, that's my abbreviation for shimmer because I can't be bothered apparently. Oh, I'm very excited to try this. The Melodrama. Ooh, that's a seal. Sealed for my protection. Ooh. Okay, yeah, it's a little more sheer, but also, all of it smells like cupcakes. Oh, I just kind of want to eat it. Okay, sorry. But yeah, this pink. This is the Melodrama. I love that. I'm honestly like so into this. Like I'm probably gonna wear this like all the time. This is like my favorite color. Okay. And then we've got Snow Cone, which is like a coral sort of like red. Ooh. You know, I will say like even for lip gloss, it's like they're incredibly opaque and highly pigmented. Like I've definitely just worn these a bunch of times as lipstick. Both in regular and, you know, drag costume life. The top is the Cream Puff, the middle is the Melodrama, and then the bottom is the Snow Cone. So I'm gonna put some of the Katya glitter. Sorry, it's the Russian doll glitter. Well, it's the sprinkles. Technically, it's not glitter. They call it body glitter, and I know that's like for FDA reasons. Even though I've seen both her and like every other person who wears makeup putting giant glittery. Hell, I do it. So yeah, disclaimer, you really shouldn't put large glitter, really any sort of glitter near your eyes, but a lot of us do it, and it's just sort of, you know, choose your own adventure, choose your own risks. You are not any less of a glamorous person if you don't, you know, just so you know. But yeah, oh look, they're all like cute little red stars. Love it. Okay, so we're gonna put it over the, some of it over the Snow Cone. Yes? Yes. I'm not getting paid. I bought all of these. Trixie, if you want to put me on your PR list, bless. I would be so appreciative. But in the meantime, I'm happy to support you with the tiny bit of income that I sometimes get in. All right. So what are we doing with the face? We're gonna end with lips. Let's start with some eyes. I got this generic eye pencil from like Crown Cosmetics or eye marker. And I'm just gonna sort of like mark out a little like design. Anyway, so back to the movie. We meet the wife. She seems like a bowl of fun. And apparently he has a kid that we don't find out about until they get there. Yeah, so the kid's like, I don't know, 6, 7, 10. Difficult to tell. I am not a parent, so I feel like I'm bad at that. I did teach preschool, but it was only 2 and 3-year-olds, so like I'm really good at identifying the age range of like 0 to 3, but like past that, I'm like, you're all the same child to me. And I don't mean to be unfair. I know they're not. Every child is a, you know, beautiful, unique individual. But I mean, just in terms of like development, I'm like, I don't know exactly where you are because you're not my area of specialties. Okay, so anyway, they're at this hotel. I think it's like a hotel, which is where Tick's wife works / manages. And then they do their big show. And it's very exciting. And Tick is very nervous about, like, he doesn't want the kid to see the show, but he does anyway, and then at the end he passes out when he sees him. But then later on they have like a very like sweet, like, I think Tick's just afraid of being judged. It is sort of like a movie of its time, because I feel like any kid nowadays that young, I mean, well, he would probably have a similar, like, whatever attitude, but it wouldn't be as unexpected. Like, they have a conversation, and the kid's like, do you think you'll have a boyfriend someday? And he's like, I don't know, maybe. And he's like, well, I hope you do. That would be fun. And it's like, it's super cute. Like, the kid's just like most kids are like, just like, oh, that person like that person. That's cool. Because it's not a big deal. Like, that should have to be said, but anyway. But no, it's very sweet, very heartwarming. Oh yeah, and also apparently after the show, Tick is taking the kid to, like, I don't know, hang out with him for a while, because the mom's just like, I've had him for 8 years, I need a break, which I guess is fair, but like, it seems very, like, weird, like, I don't know. Whatever. But, like, yeah, the show goes well, everyone loves it. Oh, and then, and then Bob brings flowers to Bernadette for the show. It's so cute, so sweet. He's clearly, like, into her. And he, I guess, takes a job at the hotel at some point because he has nowhere else to go. That part's very vague. But yeah, so the kid and Tick and is like, they're just like all on the bus together. And then, like, sort of our last image, so Bernadette decides that they're gonna stay, you know, I guess stay with Bob or whatever. But, like, also because I guess they're gonna have a position as, like, managing the entertainment or whatever for the hotel. The details are fuzzy, but it is a very sweet and wonderful movie, so it's hard to be angry. And then, yeah, at the end we get the two, was it Adam and Tick, who go back home doing a number together. It's ABBA, which the kid had specifically requested. And, I mean, well, I don't... Look, I feel like kids should be able to express themselves, but I don't feel like a bar is a place for a child, regardless of what kind of bar it is. Like, it's just not, man. So the kid is there and he sees the act, and I guess if it's like, it seemed like a chill, controlled situation and not like a lot of bars I've been to. So hopefully that's okay. I mean, I played at a bar when I was, God, how old was I? 15, 16? I was in, like, a band. My friend's dad knew, like, the owner or whatever. And, like, technically we weren't supposed to be in there, but, like, we had special bracelets, and it was very, like, on lockdown. Like, everyone was watching us all the time. We get up, we did our little set, everyone was super nice. They gave us some, like, Diet Cokes, and then we got into the car to go home. So it was, you know. So I don't know. But yeah, I don't want to ruin a sweet moment. It was wonderful, and then, yeah, the movie ends, and it's very, very cute and very sweet. Yeah, it's like, it does feel sort of like, okay, I gotta do more makeup, because I'm talking faster than I'm makeuping, and we'll lose some time here. Okay, when in doubt, Meatball. I've got, like, I use this thing all the time. The Meatball Hip Dot palette. Why not? I am lost and I don't know where to go from here, so let's just try something out. Alright, so I'm just working some marker. I'm gonna do some more lining. I might yeah, I think there's going to be a little bit of fast forward because I got a lot more makeup to do, but only a little bit left to talk about the movie, so let's do this. Okay, so I was just filling in with some of the black from this guy, putting a little black eyeshadow on it, and I'm going to put a little like whip crack .mp3 from the Meatball Diamond Diva palette. A little bit in there. Probably going to hit some of the Ashley O and maybe some of the other colors on this palette. Let's see. Alright, so the blue was the Prime membership, the yellow is the Tinkle, little Ashley O light pink, and then the Whip Crack. Yeah. Now I'm gonna do a little Trixie Mattel Back to the Fuchsia blush, the Cyber Babe Moon Boots, and I don't know, maybe I'll do the hologram highlight, we'll see. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go in with my usual, what I've been using as contour is the Kimchi Cheek bronzer. Yeah, and do a little face contour, and then yeah, and then I think we can get into it with some glitter, and we'll do the lips. Alright, for glitter, we're gonna put a little bit of the Russian Doll on, and then this is the Malibu, also a Trixie Cosmetics. This one's actually glitter. And then for lips, I've got a NYX pink lip pencil, and then yeah, I think we're just gonna go with the Melodrama and the Cream Puff, so to try to create a little contour, and yeah, let's see how that goes. And then I think I'm probably gonna put a little bit of white glitter and maybe some highlight spots in the lips. Yeah, I'll see you in a second. Alright, this is looking a little crazy, but yeah, let's throw on an outfit and finish this up. Oh hey. So this makeup clearly got out of control. And we're gonna ignore this wig line that's happening. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so this is kind of a mess, but I'm gonna give this movie like 4 out of 5 giant pink buses. It's super fun, it's super heartwarming, it's like a little bit dated, but I really enjoyed it. I had a good time. It was an hour and a half and it didn't feel like it at all. Alright, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go try to clean up this mess. Woo! Something happened to my face, you guys. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully the makeup can only get better from here. This has been my first installment of Pride Month, and yeah, I'm excited to see you next week with another movie. Have fun, be safe, wherever you are, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye!